Please stand as our senior class comes in. There should be no talking as they come in.
Okay, you may be seated. As president of the Senior Beta Club, I would like to welcome you to Southwest Georgia Academy's Annual Honors Day. Today, those who have achieved academic excellence will be recognized, as well as those who have made outstanding contributions to their school and community. Let us hope that the presentation of these awards will inspire us to perform to the very best of our abilities. We are proud of this tradition at our school, and we hope that you will enjoy the program. Devin Bennett, the Junior Beta President, will give our devotion and lead in the prayer and pledge to the flag.
Today I'm going to talk about what God's Word says about love and fear. In 1 John 4, 9 through 10, the Apostle John writes, "This is how God showed his love to us. He sent his one and only Son into the world so that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins." And in 1 John 4:18, we are told, "There is no fear in love, but the perfect love of God drives out all fear." Fear comes in many ways and tells us lies about ourselves. Fear will tell you that you are not good enough, that you are not strong enough, that you are not worthy, that you are not beautiful, and that you are not loved. But God's Word tells us that as his children, in his sight, we are beautiful, we are strong, we are worthy, and that we are loved. God tells us that fear is indeed a liar. Through the power of the Holy Spirit, we are able to say, "Fear, you have no power here." As a child of God, we have the perfect love of God that is able to drive out all fear. We can proclaim that God is for us and that his love is sufficient. The love of God allows us to truly be able to cast our fears into the fire. In closing, I would like to remind us of the words that Paul wrote to Timothy. "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but he has given us a spirit of power, love, and self-discipline." Pray with me. Dear Lord, thank you for loving us. Thank you for sending your only Son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins. Thank you for the assurance that your perfect love is sufficient. Thank you for telling me that I am enough, that I am strong in your love. Lord, I pray this morning that your perfect love will drive out all fear in our lives. I pray that your perfect love will compel us to love you with all of our heart, soul, mind, and spirit, and to love one another. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
The Beta Clubs and Student Council are pleased to be sponsoring Honors Day again this year. The sponsors, Ms. Jan Calhoun of the Senior Beta, Ms. Debbie Ray of the Junior Beta, and Ms. Jennifer Hatcher of the Student Council, take great pleasure in recognizing those students whose achievements have brought honor to themselves and to the schools. Like the warriors of ancient Athens, we strive toward the goal of training the mind as well as the body. We hope our program will be encouraging to all, as it will be rewarding for many. We begin our program with the awarding of scholarships. We are pleased to have guests today who will be making some of these presentations. Students who are receiving these, please exit the stage and have your picture made by members of the yearbook staff. Pictures of larger groups will be called to the auditorium after the program. First, we welcome Ms. Louise Jones, who will present the DAR Awards and the Pilot Club Scholarship.
On behalf of the Peter Early Chapter, National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, it is my pleasure to present the DAR Awards. For the American History Essay Contest, for the 6th grade, 3rd place goes to Banks Mathis. And he also receives $15. Thank you. Second place, Emery Rose Fain, and receives $25. Congratulations. And the first place winner, and also was the county winner, receives $50. And this is Anna Grace Ginn. Congratulations. We also have the privilege of presenting the DAR Good Citizen Medal, and this goes to a senior. And the recipient this year is Kaya McClendon. And you also get $50 and your medals inside. Okay. The student with the highest average in American history, Savannah Davis. And you get $25. Thank you. The Youth Citizenship Medal is actually presented by, it is to a student who has met these qualifications: honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. And this is an outstanding student who this year is Laurel Ann Wilkerson. And you get $25. I'm also representing the Pilot Club. The Pilot Club, we have a mission to serve by furthering Pilot International's humanitarian efforts through charitable, educational, and research programs in communities throughout the world. So our vision is to achieve universal awareness and prevention of brain-related disorders and disabilities. And this award goes to a student who has really met some extending. They had to apply for, give us different applications, what they had, all the achievements. It's just an outstanding student. We had so many that it's hard to pick one because all of you were so good. But this year, the 2019 Bessie Lewis Scholarship and $1,000 goes to Abby Chapman. Congratulations. And thank you.
Oops. That worked anyway. Good morning. I'm here representing the Cockwood Miller Arts Council and the Swamp Gravy Council. Each year we have seniors who have been a part of the Arts Council productions over the years, and we honor them at this time. They have been involved in a vast array of plays and productions, including Swamp Gravy, which is our signature play, the spring play, which is going on now, which is entitled Mamma Mia, the summer youth show, which is coming up in June, and that's Shrek Jr. the musical, or involved in our murder mysteries. Now, in order for a senior to be considered for this scholarship, these students, however many it is, has to have accumulated 144 points minimum during the course of their high school careers. Now, how do they do that? Well, by being involved in these plays, by going to the practices, by going to the shows, by riding in the parades, by doing all these other things, they're able to earn points for each thing. And so when they get a minimum of 144, then they're eligible for this award. Now, this year, we're awarding 4 scholarships to seniors in our area. These scholarships are in the amount of $500, and these students may use this money in any way they deem necessary, which I guess you couldn't go out and buy you a new radio or anything, but they use the money as they prepare for the next step in their lives, which might be college, which might be vocational school, which might be whatever. We leave that up to them. So this year, I have a plaque, and I'd like to read this plaque because it's kind of humorous. This person has a Master of Storytelling degree conferred upon him. Having willingly sacrificed any and all social life outside of Cotton Hall in order to attend rehearsals, ride on parade floats, eat potluck dinners, wrangle kids, wear super stylish costumes, go on tours, sing, dance, and otherwise perform. Having satisfied all these other requirements, including making lifelong friends, being part of a larger family, learning the importance of story and the power of listening and serving one's community, this person has attained the degree of Master of Storytelling. And this morning, I'd like to present this plaque and a $500 scholarship to Christian Reichard. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Kristen Wallace. I'm the marketing coordinator for McClymonds Orthodontics in Dothan. Our scholarships are given to outstanding graduating seniors who are current or previous patients in McClymonds Orthodontics in recognition of their potential to both excel in their future endeavors and to become a contributing member of their community. Dr. McClymonds is committed to giving back to his patients and recognizing those individuals with the potential to continue in his or her successful journey. These scholarships are based on academic excellence and a written essay. This is our 6th year, and Dr. McClymonds has awarded over $10,000 in scholarships since 2014. We are pleased to announce that a $500 scholarship is awarded to Emerson Finn. Thank you.
Good morning. This was a refreshing commute this morning. It's a privilege to be here. In downtown Atlanta, I have never given way to a man on a lawnmower before at a four-way stop. So thank you guys for allowing me to be here this morning. My name is Matt Wilmer, and I am the Georgia Regional Admissions Counselor for the University of Alabama at Birmingham. We are the Medical College of Alabama. And today, it's my honor to be here to celebrate Miss Abby Chapman. Hey, Abby. Abby came onto the scene at UAB back in August and September, and we noticed her from the very beginning that she was a student that we wanted, and she was a strong student. And thankfully, she stuck with us. Just to give you an idea, she received our presidential scholarship. It's worth full tuition and fees. This presidential scholarship, there's only 2 given to the state of Georgia. And we have 130 students right now confirmed that are coming to UAB from the state of Georgia. So out of that 130 students, we gave 2 presidential scholarships, and she was the #1 unanimous vote by our scholarships committee. So Abby, congratulations. We are so proud to have you at UAB. We know you're going to do great things, and we can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. How are y'all today? Good. Well, thank y'all so much for allowing me to be here. My name is Ryan Cole, and I serve as an admissions counselor for Troy University. And on behalf of our chancellor, Dr. Jack Hawkins Jr., board of trustees, faculty, and staff at Troy, I'm honored to be here at SGA today to present some awards to some outstanding students. First, receiving our Troy University Legacy Scholarship is Luke Benton. And next, receiving our Excellence in Leadership Award is Bo Watson. And lastly, receiving one of our foundation awards, the Kane and Tootle Foundation Scholarship, as well as the Chancellor's Award, is Ash Phillips. Thank you all so much. Once again, congratulations to Class 2019.
Good morning, I'm Nancy Jernigan. The Matthew Jernigan Memorial Scholarship was established by members of my family shortly after his death. The $1,000 scholarship will be presented annually to a junior baseball player and will be applied to their tuition at SGA. The criteria for the scholarship were established to represent the goals that were important to Matthew. And while I acknowledge that Matthew was not the most athletic or the most scholarly player on his team, he never let that deter him from his dream of playing collegiate baseball. Matthew realized at an early age that to reach his goals, he had to work hard on and off the field. By doing that, Matthew was able to start 44 of the 45 games he played at SGA, and more importantly, never had a semester average below an A. To honor Matthew's hard work and commitment to both the game of baseball and academics, the criteria for the scholarship were established as the following. The recipient must be a 3-year member of the SGA baseball team, and the recipient will have the highest GPA of eligible candidates. It is with great honor that I present the Matthew Jernigan Memorial Scholarship to Collier Harper.
Good morning. I'm Janice Sizemore, class of 2010. I have Danny Doster with me. We both graduated with Weston Lee. And as you know, he was a very important person to us and was killed in Iraq on April 29th of 2017. He was special to us on and off the field. He was a strong, influential, and loved among many peers. This scholarship has been funded by 2 events, the Sporting Clays events that I hold every 2 years at Flint Skeet and Trap in Albany, Georgia. We also have an alumni football game that many of our alumni whether they were from last year or whether they graduated 20 years ago. They have also been involved in this event. I'll let Danny talk about that here in just a minute. These students that are eligible for this award have been chosen based on their love for sports, they're coachable, they're teachable, and they're a positive student among their class. They're an influential person among all of their peers, as well as all of the sports they play. The love for SGA and pride in all that this student does is a major part of this award. I'll hand this to Danny and let him talk a little bit about, and he'll present our award.
Good morning. With dedication of Parker Ince and others, in 2018, SGA held their first alumni football game. To many, it was a chance to simply but painfully put the pads on and play another game under the lights of SGA's football field. To others, there was more to it. Weston and Parker both knew playing in an alumni football game was a dream of theirs throughout college, and soon after, they would both team up and start one. Unfortunately, on April 29th, 2017, this dream came to a stop. Coach Parker quickly knew that it was his job to fulfill this dream that they both shared. So he did just that. To whom this award goes to, please do not take this honorable award lightly, for it is in dedication of a man who served his God, his country, and his family. Weston cannot be described with words, nor was he described. Weston cannot be described with words, nor was he defined by his words, but he was defined by his actions. His actions of bravery, courage, and honor. Thank you.
This scholarship is going to be worth $500, rewarded to a junior. That is going to go towards their senior year tuition. We would like to present Cole Bruner with this award.
Each year, the Early County Historical Society presents a $300 book scholarship to an outstanding senior who is an outstanding history student. This year's recipient is Abby Chapman. We will now present scholarships to honor 4 of SGA's charter teachers. These faculty members began teaching in September of 1970 when SGA opened its doors. The first of these is Angie Gibbs of Arlington. Ms. Gibbs was the first faculty member to be hired and together with W.T. Henry began to develop the curriculum for the school. She also wrote the alma mater, which we still sing today at SGA events. Ms. Gibbs taught English and was a school counselor and senior sponsor and was in charge of all senior activities, including graduation. Ms. Gibbs had 2 children and 2 grandchildren graduate from SGA. This scholarship will be presented to an outstanding senior English student and is provided by the Student Council. This year's recipient of the Angie Gibbs Senior English Award is Austin Pickle. Ms. Martha Dozier of Edison was another of the charter teachers at SGA. For years, Ms. Dozier taught high school art, art history, and English. She organized many trips to New York and Europe. Her drawing of the warrior head became the logo for SGA. The one thing she is remembered most for is the SGA yearbook. Ms. Dozier had 3 children and 4 grandchildren graduate from SGA. Ms. Dozier has 3 great-grandchildren, Ada, Anna, and Davis Dozier, currently attending SGA. Ms. Dozier passed away in April 2013. This scholarship will be given to a student who has done exceptional work on the school yearbook and is provided by Student Council. This year's recipient of the Martha Dozier Memorial Scholarship is Abby Ernest. Ms. Henry Nell Middleton is one of SGA's charter teachers. Last year, a scholarship was established to honor her for her dedication to SGA since its founding. Ms. Middleton taught history at SGA, was the football statistician, and was the voice at senior nights, honors day, and sports banquets. She also organized school trips and senior cruises. Recently, Ms. Middleton handled all alumni relations for Southwest Georgia Academy. This scholarship will be given to an outstanding senior who excels in academics as well as extracurricular activities and is provided by the Beta Clubs and Student Council. This year's recipient of the Middleton Outstanding Senior Scholarship is Ash Phillips. The Martha Jean Jordan Scholarship was established in 1990 to honor Miss Jordan, the original Junior Beta sponsor at SGA. She was a tireless worker, dedicated teacher, and a true warrior. Miss Jordan passed away in March 2012. This scholarship is awarded annually to an outstanding Junior Beta member and is provided by the Junior and Senior Beta clubs. This year's recipient is Devin Bennett. In 1979, a scholarship was established by Damascus Peanut Company in memory of Dan Foster of Blakely, an SGA sophomore who died in an automobile accident in March of that year. This scholarship was to be given to a student who, like Dan, was a good student, interested in learning, and especially enjoyed the outdoors. In 2007, this scholarship was increased to honor the memory of Bill Foster, Dan's brother, who also died in an automobile accident in February of that year. Bill was a Blakely businessman who, like Dan, loved hunting and sports. The new scholarship is provided in part by Damascus Peanut Company. Dan and Bill were the sons of Mr. and Mrs. Fred Foster of Blakely. Bill was the husband of Teresa Kitchens Foster Morrell and the father of Casey Foster Puckett and Will Foster. This scholarship is to be used for 10th grade tuition for cost at SGA. The names of the recipients will be engraved on the plaque on the front wall. This year, the two recipients who will share the $1,000 Dan and Bill Foster Memorial Scholarships are Cameron Carver and Storm Tabb. In 1985, the first W.T. Henry Scholarship was awarded to a deserving SGA student. This scholarship was established by the Beta Clubs to honor Mr. Henry, who was the first headmaster of SGA and served as headmaster for 14 years. Sadly, Mr. Henry passed away in January of this year. The recipient should be one whose outstanding quality is a good attitude, among other desirable qualities. It was decided that the recipient should be from the junior class so that the $250 scholarship could be applied to the senior year's expenses. This year, the committee has chosen K.C. Stewart to receive the W.T. Henry Memorial Scholarship. This year, a new scholarship has been established by the family of Greer Haddock Tyner. Miss Greer was born and grew up the youngest of 3 children right across the road from SGA. Greer attended Damascus High School through her 12th grade year. She elected her senior year to attend a private girls' school in Gulfport, Mississippi, where she graduated from high school and also attended the school's 2-year college program. Her family donated the land that is now the home of SGA. Greer's brothers, Henry and Hal, were instrumental in the founding of SGA and served for many years on the school board. Greer and her husband, Bobby, sent 4 of their 5 children through SGA. They also have 4 grandchildren that have attended or are currently attending Southwest Georgia Academy. Education was important to Greer. SGA was and still is important to her family. Greer was a loving person. She loved big. She was caring, affectionate, forgiving, and empathetic toward others, especially those in need. She was a natural caregiver. She was sensitive and compassionate. She loved her family and friends deeply. She truly had a compassionate heart. This year's recipient of the Greer Haddock Tyner Memorial Scholarship is Connor Pickle. The James Eunice Legacy Scholarship is presented to young people who exemplify the ideals of James Eunice, a 17-year-old senior from Valdosta High School who went missing while duck hunting on January 15, 2011. He was recovered 17 days later on January 31st. James lived intentionally for Christ, shared his faith freely, and loved everyone unconditionally. When asked by his classmates what he wanted to do after graduation, James would always reply, "All I want to do is to make a difference in people's lives." This scholarship is presented to young people who make a difference in their world. Receiving the James Eunice Legacy Scholarship is Bo Watson. James' family could not be here today, but they will be here Friday around 1 o'clock to personally present him with this scholarship. They sent that to honor him today. The Georgia Farm Bureau Middle School Essay Contest is sponsored by the Early County Farm Bureau. The contest is to stimulate the interest of school children in agriculture and to help them become more aware of the vital role agriculture plays in our state. The topic of the 2019 essay contest was, what would happen if there were no farmers or ranchers? This year's winners are, third place, Jackson Ginn. Second place winner, Devin Bennett. And the first place winner, also receiving a plaque, is 7th grader Emma Holloman. To receive the President's Education Award in the 8th grade, one must have a 90 average for the school year and have an 85 percentile or higher on a national test in reading or math. We use our Stanford 10 results. 8th graders receiving this award are Devin Bennett, Anna Dozier, Jackson Hare, and Anna Miles Mosley. A 12th grader receiving this award must have an 85 percentile or higher on either critical reading or math of the SAT or English and math on the ACT. 12th graders receiving this award are Abby Chapman, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Luli Hadaway, Ash Phillips, and Collier McClendon. We now come to the departmental awards, in which recognition is given to students in grades 6 through 12 who have averaged 90 or above in various subject matters. From each subject, an outstanding student or students will be chosen and presented a medal. An outstanding student is one who shows an active interest in the subject, cooperates well with classmates and with the teacher, has a good attitude, and performs well scholastically, but does not necessarily have the highest average in the class. We would like to thank Mr. Scott Jernigan, the Jostens representative, for the medals that we will present today. Miss Becky Gordon will recognize our first group.
I will be recognizing the English students for 90 or above average, beginning with 6th grade English. If you'll please stand when I call your name. Nate Akers, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Ashlyn Durden, Rose Fain, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Ginn, Mills Hornsby, Brack Jarrett, Emily Johnson, Maggie Joyner, Brody McVeigh, Tanner Mock, Sadie Sasser.
Outstanding Student Award for 6th grade, Noah Fettner and Emily Johnson.
For students, English students in 7th grade with 90 or above average, Annabelle Adams, Emma Chapman, Lainey Connor, Owen Enfinger, Libby Fitzgerald, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, Bradley Lott, Grace Morgan, Bailey Nunnery, Avery Smith.
Outstanding students for 7th grade, Lauren Godwin and Grace Morgan.
Students in 8th grade with 90 or above, Abby Bruner, Addie Cody, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Samantha Engel, Linton Jernigan, Meredith Joyner, Kason Moulton, Meg Phillips, Blair Pollock, Erson Trawick, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Parker Broom, Jackson Ginn, Carter Haddock, Jackson Hare, Emma Holloman, Anna Miles Mosley, Georgia Odom, Mimi Sasser, Sarah Wasden.
Outstanding students for 8th grade, Maggie Benton, Anna Dozier, Jackson Ginn, and Meg Phillips.
For students in 9th grade English with 90 or above, Morgan Bridges, Cameron Carver, Mary Matt Cooper, Preston Johnson, Ethan Reagan, Gracie Williams, Taylor Bruner, Ada Dozier, Carly Miles Finn, Jackson Gordon, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Abigail Howard, Elena Phillips, and Abby Pickle.
Outstanding students for ninth grade, Ada Dozier, Caroline Harper, Ethan Reagan, and Gracie Williams.
For 10th grade English students with 90 or above, Zachary Alderman, Bo Collins, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Catherine Hadaway, Lily McClendon, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Jillian Steele, Sarah Toll, Darren Trawick, Michael Turner, and Laurel Ann Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for 10th grade, Hank Harbin and Laura Ann Wilkerson.
For students in 11th grade English with 90 or above, Ellie Bridges, Abigail Brooks, Aiden Bruner, Cole Bruner, Collier Harper, Annalie Lockhart, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Casey Stewart, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Matt Cox, Savannah Davis, Faith Dowdy, Emily Ernest, Bennett Johnson, Alexis Moore, Connor Pickle, and Brooke Thornton.
Outstanding students for 11th grade, Sam Askew, Savannah Davis, Bridget Peterson, and Casey Stewart.
'90 or above average in senior English, Madison Newberry, Austin Pickle.
Outstanding students for 12th grade, Cole Ducati and Austin Pickle.
'90 or above in English 1101, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Darian Cross, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Lily Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Ash Phillips, Kate Van, Bo Watson.
Outstanding students for English 1101, Abby Chapman.
And 90 or above English for 90 or above average for English 1102. Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Darian Cross, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Laney Hall, Lily Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Ash Phillips, Kate Van.
Outstanding student for English 1102, Ash Phillips.
I'll also be reading the 6th grade reading 90 or above averages. Nate Akers, Bella Beckley, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Ginn, Mills Hornsby, Brack Jarrett, Emily Johnson, Maggie Joyner, Brody McVeigh, Sadie Sasser.
Outstanding students for 6th grade reading, Bryant Collins and Grant Fletcher.
I was waiting for the announcement. I'm sorry. All right, 90 above, Spanish 1. We got Cameron Carver, Kate Clinscale, Mary Matt Cooper, Dusty Davis, Preston Johnson, Caroline Kirkland, Ethan Reagan, Storm Tabb, Mac Broom, Taylor Bruner, Ada Dozier, Carly Miles Finn, Jackson Gordon, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Abby Howard, Cole Kimbrell, Elena Phillips, and Abby Pickle.
Outstanding students for Spanish 1, Taylor Bruner and Ethan Reagan.
Spanish 2, 90 and above, Zach Alderman, Bo Collins, Brandon Durden, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Kate Hadaway, Charlie Hyatt, Lily McClendon, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Jillian Steele, Sarah Toll, Darren Trawick, Michael Turner, and L.A. Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for Spanish 2, Ansley Smith.
The following students have maintained a 90 or above for the year in Technology 1. Please stand when your name is called. Abby Bruner, Addie Cody, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Meredith Joyner, Kaysen Moulton, Meg Phillips, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Parker Broom, Abigail Crawford, Jackson Hare, Emma Hendrickson, Anna Miles Mosley, Georgia Odom, Blair Pollock, Mimi Sasser, and Sarah Wisden.
Outstanding students for Tech 1, Maggie Benton, Emma Hendrickson, Meredith Joyner, and Kaysen Moulton.
'90 or above for Technology 2, Brandon Durden, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Kate Hadaway, Charlie Hyatt, Lily McClendon, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Jillian Steele, Sarah Toll, Darren Trawick, Michael Turner, and Laurel Ann Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for Tech 2, Mara Green and Michael Turner.
'90 or above in video production, Alexis Moore, Bennett Johnson, Sam Askew, and Ethan Pham.
Outstanding student for video production, Ethan Pham.
90 or above for sixth grade math are Nate Akers, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Ashlyn Durden, Rose Fain, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Ginn, Miles Hornsby, Brack Jarrett, Emily Johnson, Maggie Joyner, Banks Methods, and Sadie Sasser.
Outstanding students for sixth grade, Grant Fletcher and Mills Hornsby.
'90 or above for seventh grade math, Annabelle Adams, Emma Chapman, Lainey Connor, Owen Infinger, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, Bradley Law, Grace Morgan, and Bailey Nunnery.
Outstanding students for seventh grade, Annabelle Adams and Bonnie Jean Houston.
'90 or above for Algebra 1, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Parker Broom, Abby Bruner, Addie Cody, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Jackson Ginn, Jackson Hare, Lenton Jernigan, Meredith Joyner, Anna Miles Mosley, Kaysen Moulton, Georgia Odom, Meg Phillips, Blair Pollock, Mimi Sasser, and Sarah Waston.
Outstanding students for eighth grade, Devin Bennett, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, and Jackson Hare.
'90 or above for geometry, Morgan Bridges, Mac Broom, Taylor Bruner, Cameron Carver, Katie Klinkscales, Mary Mac Cooper, Ada Dozier, Emily Ernest, Carly Miles Finn, Jackson Gordon, Aaron Hare, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Abby Howard, Preston Johnson, Cole Kimbrell, Carolyn Kirkland, Elena Phillips, Abby Pickle, Ethan Reagan, Storm Tabb, and Gracie Williams.
Outstanding students for ninth grade, Cameron Carver, Mary Mac Cooper, Claudia Hall, and Caroline Harper.
'90 or above for Algebra 2, Matt Cox, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Lily McClendon, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Jillian Still, Sarah Toll, Michael Turner, and Laurel Ann Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for 10th grade, Ainsley Smith and Laura Ann Wilkerson.
'90 or above for Algebra 3, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Savannah Davis, Faith Dowdy, Emily Ernest, Alexis Moore, Ellie Bridges, Abigail Brooks, Cole Bruner, Aiden Bruner, Collier Harper, Lance LaGuardia, Annalie Lockhart, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Danielle Sheffield, and Casey Stewart.
Outstanding students for 11th grade, Savannah Bradford, Emily Ernest, Ethan Pham, and Casey Stewart.
90 or above in senior math, Cole Ducati, Aaron Hare, Madison Newberry, Holden Phillips, Austin Pickle, Jake Warren, and Parker Weaver.
Outstanding students for senior math, Madison Newberry and Austin Pickle.
'90 or above in college algebra, Carly Bridges, Allison Burke, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Lainey Hall, Lily Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Ashley Phillips, Kate Van, and Bo Watson.
Outstanding students for college algebra, Emerson Finn and Ash Phillips.
'90 or above in college trigonometry, Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Appy Chapman, Darian Cross, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Lainey Hall, Lily Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Ash Phillips, Kate Van, and Bo Watson.
Outstanding students for college trig, Carly Bridges and Lily Hadaway.
Those students with a 90 or above average in middle and high school science, I call your name, please follow suit, stand and be recognized. Sixth grade science, Nate Akers, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Ashlyn Durden, Rose Fain, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Ginn, Mills Hornsby, Brack Jarrett, Emily Johnson, Maggie Joyner, Tanner Bowen, and Sadie Sasser.
Outstanding students for sixth grade, Grayson Cox and Sadie Sasser.
For seventh grade life science, those students with a 90 or above average, Annabelle Adams, Emma Chapman, Laney Connor, Owen Enfinger, Elizabeth Fitzgerald, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, Bradley Lott, Grace Morgan, and Bailey Nunnery.
Outstanding students for seventh grade, Owen Enfinger and Emma Holloman.
For seventh grade agricultural science, those with a 90 or above average, Annabelle Adams, Emma Chapman, Laney Connor, Jackson Crew, Owen Enfinger, Elizabeth Fitzgerald, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Houston, Bradley Lott, Grace Morgan, Bailey Nunnery, Bodie Sheffield, and Avery Smith.
Outstanding students for seventh grade ag, Jackson Crew.
Those eighth grade students in science with a 90 or above average, Abby Bruner, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Parker Broom, Addie Cody, Anna Delk, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Jackson Ginn, Carter Haddock, Jackson Hare, Emma Hendrickson, Linton Jernigan, Meredith Joyner, Tucker McClendon, Anna Miles Mosley, Kaysen Moulton, Georgia Odom, Allie Meg Phillips, Blair Pollock, Mimi Sasser, and Sarah Waston.
Outstanding students for 8th grade science, Devin Bennett, Katie Ernest, Meredith Joyner, and Anna Miles Mosley.
'90 or above average in 9th grade health science, Morgan Bridges, Mac Broom, Coy Bruner, Taylor Bruner, Cameron Carver, Kate Clinkscales, Mary Mac Cooper, Dusty Davis, Jack Davis, Ada Dozier, Carly Miles Finn, Jackson Gordon, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Abigail Howard, Preston Johnson, Cole Kimbrell, Caroline Kirkland, Brock Mathis, Hunter Milliner, Elena Phillips, Abby Pickle, Ethan Reagan, Storm Tabb, Nick Weathersby, and Gracie Williams.
Outstanding students for 9th grade health, Ada Dozier and Caroline Harper.
Those students with a 90 or above average in 9th grade physical science, Mac Broom, Taylor Bruner, Kate Clinkscales, Mary Mac Cooper, Ada Dozier, Carly Miles Finn, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Abigail Howard, Preston Johnson, Cole Kimbrell, Elena Phillips, Abby Pickle, and Ethan Reagan.
Outstanding students for 9th grade physical science, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Preston Johnson, and Ethan Reagan.
Those students with a 90 or above average in 10th grade biology, Zach Alderman, Bo Collins, Mara Green, Henry Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Kate McGill Hadaway, Charlie Hott, Lily McClendon, Riley O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Sarah Toll, Michael Turner, and Laurel Ann Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for 10th grade, Laura Ann Wilkerson.
And not to make light of the situation, that's kind of an inside joke. At almost every baseball game we played, they announced Rylan as Riley O'Hearn, so it kind of became comical amongst us. We all know it's Rylan. Those students with a 90 or above average in 11th grade chemistry, Sam Askew, Ellie Bridges, Aiden Bruner, Matt Cox, Savannah Davis, Faith Dowdy, Emily Ernest, Collier Harper, Bennett Johnson, Lance LaGuardia, Annalie Lockhart, Brooks Mathis, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Connor Pickle, Casey Stewart, and Brooke Thornton.
Outstanding student for 11th grade, Casey Stewart.
Sam Askew's in the back of the room helping us carry out our Big Blue News broadcast, so just want to make sure that he is recognized. For 12th grade, anatomy and physiology, those students with a 90 or above average, Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Ty Cooper, Darian Cross, Cole Ducati, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Laney Hall, Lulie Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Madison Newberry, Sailor Odom, Ash Phillips, Holden Phillips, Austin Pickle, Christian Reichard, Kate Van, Bo Watson, and Parker Weaver.
Outstanding students for 12th grade, Paige Burke.
I will present the Social Science Awards in grades 6 through 12. Students in grade 6, Social Studies with 90 above are Nate Akers, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Ashlyn Durden, Rose Fain, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Ginn, Mills Hornsby, Brack Jarrett, Emily Johnson, Maggie Joyner, Tanner Mock, and Sadie Sasser.
Outstanding students for 6th grade, Grant Fletcher.
Students in 7th grade Social Studies with 90 above are Annabelle Adams, Emma Chapman, Lainey Connor, Owen Infinger, Libby Fitzgerald, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, Bradley Lott, Grace Morgan, and Bailey Nunnery.
Outstanding students for 7th grade, Emma Holloman.
Eighth grade Georgia History with a 90 or above, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Abby Bruner, Addie Cody, Anna Doja, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Jackson Ginn, Carter Haddock, Jackson Hare, Emma Hendrickson, Linton Jernigan, Meredith Joyner, Anna Mosley, Kason Moulton, Georgia Odom, Meg Phillips, Blair Pollock, Martha Sasser, and Sarah Wasden.
Outstanding students for 8th grade Georgia History, Devin Bennett and Anna Miles Mosley.
Ninth grade Civics, 90 or above, Taylor Bruner, Cameron Carver, Mary Mac Cooper, Ada Dozier, Carly Finn, Jackson Gordon, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Preston Johnson, Abby Pickle, Ethan Reagan.
Outstanding students for 9th grade, Ada Dozier and Ethan Reagan.
10th grade world history with 90 or above, Zach Alderman, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Kate McGill Hadaway, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Michael Turner, and Laurel Ann Wilkerson.
Outstanding students for 10th grade, Hank Harbin and Laura Ann Wilkerson.
'11th grade American History students with 90 or above, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Ellie Bridges, Abigail Brooks, Cole Bruner, Aiden Bruner, Savannah Davis, Faith Dowdy, Emily Ernest, Collier Harper, Bennett Johnson, Lance LaGuardia, Annalie Lockhart, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Casey Stewart, and Matt Cox.
Outstanding students for 11th grade American History, Annalie Lockhart, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, and Casey Stewart.
'11th grade Geography with a 90 or above, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Ellie Bridges, Abby Brooks, Cole Bruner, Aiden Bruner, Savannah Davis, Collier Harper, Lance LaGuardia, Annalie Lockhart, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Casey Stewart.
Outstanding students for 11th grade, Sam Askew and Collier Harper.
Uh, 12th grade students in economics with a 90 or above, Zach Alderman, I might add he's a 10th grader taking 12th grade economics. Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Matt Cox, who is an 11th grader taking economics, Darian Cross, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emmy Finn, Laney Hall, Luli Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Sailor Odom, Austin Pickle, Ash Phillips, Christian Reichard, Kate Van, and Bo Watson.
Outstanding students for 12th grade, Paige Burke, Abby Chapman, Ash Phillips, and Kate Van.
At this time, I will recognize the Senior Beta. Because our Senior Beta members are committed to academic excellence in grades 9 through 12, our organization has once again been recognized as a school of merit. Parents, you are to be commended for supporting the academic accomplishments of your children. Senior Beta members have been overwhelmingly supportive this year of all school and community service projects, which is amazing after so many were impacted by Hurricane Michael. At this time, will all the Senior Beta members rise to be recognized? You may be seated. Now I will present medallions to the Senior Beta officers. They are to be commended for their leadership and service. Please hold applause until all have been recognized. Please come forward as I call your name. President Ash Phillips. Vice President Bridget Peterson. Secretary Laurel Wilkerson. Corresponding Secretary Ansley Smith. Communications Director Collier Harper. Treasurer Caroline Harper. Reporter Abby Ernest. Historian Abby Chapman. Parliamentarian Luli Hadaway. Program Director Carly Bridges. Program Director Ada Dozier. This year, we had 2 seniors to be chosen as semifinalists in the National Beta Scholarship Program. These semifinalists were Abby Chapman and Ash Phillips. Please stand. For outstanding achievement, exemplary leadership, and service to others while being the only senior beta member to be elected as an officer each year in grades 9 through 12. Abby Chapman is recognized as the National Senior Beta Club Member of the Year. Please step forward to receive your plaque. Thanks for your leadership and dedication to service. Graduating seniors earn the honor to wear the beta tassel and either stoles or cords, depending on certain criteria pertaining to academic GPA and years in good standing. Please stand as I call the names of the graduating seniors who have earned this recognition. Paige Burke, Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Darian Cross, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Laney Hall, Luli Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Sailor Odom, Madison Newberry, Ash Phillips, Austin Pickle, Christian Reichard, Kate Van, and Bo Watson.
Good morning. My name is Debbie Ray, and I'm the Junior Beta Club sponsor. I'm happy to share that our Junior Beta Club achieved a National Beta School of Distinction honor along with Senior Beta Club. It's a notable accomplishment that we are proud of. Due to the hurricane this year, I did waive all service hours for members, but they were all very diligent in participating in our bake sales, Santa's workshop, and Valentine's Day grams. Our club also helped with the Veterans Day celebration and Teacher Appreciation Luncheon. When the tornadoes hit Lee County, Alabama, we started a Fill the Bus campaign to take supplies and money to the victims. Never did I dream that this endeavor, with the help of the whole school, would fill up an entire school bus, and we would have over $1,300 in gift cards to go to Lee County. Our club was so appreciative to Senior Beta and the SGA family for making this successful. I'm very excited at this time to recognize that in Junior Beta currently there are 44 members. Would you please stand? Thank you. This is actually the largest number of members that I've had in my years as sponsor. I'd like this year's officers to please come to the stage to receive your officer medallions. President Devin Bennett. Vice President Linton Jernigan. Secretary Abby Bruner. And Treasurer Anna Dozier. And if you will remain on stage right now. There are 17 eighth graders, again the largest that I've ever had since I've been a sponsor, that will receive the Junior Beta Scholar Medallion for being a member for all years in middle school and in good standing. They are Devin Bennett, Linton Jernigan, Anna Dozier, Abby Bruner, Maggie Benton, Jackson Ginn, Jackson Hare, Anna Miles Mosley, Georgia Odom, Mimi Sasser, Sarah Wasden, Addie Cody, Katie Ernest, Brunson Fain, Meredith Joyner, Meg Phillips, and Blair Pollock. Recognition is also given to the members who have the highest academic average in the club. Receiving the gold award for the highest average is sixth grader Grant Fletcher. The silver award of the second highest average is a tie between two eighth graders, Devin Bennett and Anna Miles Mosley. And the bronze award goes to seventh grader Bonnie Jean Houston. final award given today is the most outstanding member. Things we're looking for in this award is based on teacher input and looking at performance in the classroom, participation in sports, and other school activities. Kindness, compassion, good attitude, and willingness to always be helpful is a criteria. This year's Junior Beta Outstanding Member is Anna Dozier. I've enjoyed serving as Junior Beta sponsor for the last 5 years, and my heart is very heavy that this is my last year. Most of you know by now I will not be returning to SGA because of a move to permanently in our lake home and Georgetown. It's been with much prayer, sleepless nights, and long talks with friends to make this decision. I've taken a job with Lakeside School in Eufaula. I might be a chief in the fall, but my heart will remain a warrior forever because this is my alma mater and the place of my happiest teaching ever.
These students have made the honor roll for each of the grading periods that have been completed. Please stand as your name is called and remain standing until your grade is completed. Please hold your applause until all names have been called in each grade. 6th grade, Nate Akers, Bryant Collins, Grayson Cox, Ashlyn Durden, Noah Fettner, Grant Fletcher, Anna Grace Skinn, Mills Hornsby, Emily Johnson, and Sadie Sasser. 7th grade, Emma Chapman, Lainey Connor, Lauren Godwin, Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, Bradley Lott, Grace Morgan. 8th grade, Devin Bennett, Maggie Benton, Abby Bruner, Addie Cody, Anna Dozier, Katie Ernest, Bronson Fain, Jackson Yin, Jackson Hare, Linton Jernigan, Meredith Joyner, Anna Miles Mosley, Georgia Odom, Allie Meg Phillips, Blair Pollock, Mimi Sasser, and Sarah Wasden.
Ninth grade, Taylor Bruner, Cameron Carver, Mary Matt Cooper, Ada Dozier, Carly Finn, Jackson Gordon, Claudia Hall, Caroline Harper, Preston Johnson, Abby Pickle, and Ethan Reagan. Tenth grade, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Jillian Steele, Sarah Toll, Michael Turner, and L.A. Wilkerson. Eleventh grade, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Ellie Bridges, Abigail Brooks, Cole Bruner, Aiden Bruner, Matt Cox, Savannah Davis, Emily Ernest, Collier Harper, Lance LaGuardia, Annalie Lockhart, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, and Casey Stewart. Twelfth grade, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Lainey Hall, Luli Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Ash Phillips, and Kate Vann.
I will now present the yearbook awards for this year. I just have a few comments I want to make as well about our year this year with yearbook class. We have had anything but a normal year in yearbook class this year. Not only did Hurricane Michael put a damper on our school, cause us to miss several weeks of class, and have some of our classes and teachers displaced after we were finally able to return, my staff had to totally regroup and replan with several things. Some of our page layout ideas that had already been planned and prepared for had to be changed or even deleted. Our yearbook sales was almost 2 months later than usual. We had to work with some of our businesses on when they would be able to pay for their ads because they too were affected. And then our pictures were either rescheduled again, or we were waiting for them to be sent to us because, yes, they were affected as well. All of which meant we were not going to meet deadlines, something that I don't like happening in yearbook. However, with the great help of a great company and who was so understanding and patient, and of course with a hardworking staff, about 3 weeks after we returned from Christmas break, we were back on track with everything. With that said, I would like to recognize my yearbook staff members who are currently completing the 2019 Warrior. Please stand when I call your name. My seniors are Abby Chapman, Abby Ernest, Sailor Odom, and Ash Phillips. When it comes to these 4 girls, I can't help but think of a few words to describe them. They are anything but simple people, anything but weak, anything but useless, anything but normal, anything but dull, and definitely they will be anything but forgotten. I'm excited for their book to come out and next year so that everyone can see their creative and fun pages, and I'm proud of all 4 of these girls. My juniors are Abigail Brooks, Faith Dowdy, Collier Harper, Annalie Lockhart, Brooke Thornton. I've also had a very fun time with this group of juniors. They were a huge help this year on school day pictures and spring day pictures, which could not have gone as smoothly without them. And for the most part, they have been able to handle my endless red ink marks and comments without any major breakdowns. They've worked consistently, and I'm also excited about everyone seeing their pages as well. As for awards this year, I would like to begin by recognizing my editor-in-chief, Abby Ernest. Abby has handled all of the Hurricane Michael drama with stride and confidence. She has stepped up with a positive and can-do attitude and has been able to get everything I've asked of her and then some done on time and just the way it needs to be. She's been a huge help to the junior staff, and I've never heard her complain about the number of pages she's been assigned or knowingly would have been assigned or other responsibilities that she has in yearbook. I'm so grateful for her dedication, her patience, her creativity, and hard work this year. This book would be nowhere near what it is going to be without you, Abby. I have truly enjoyed working so close with you and getting to know you, seeing you take a situation that could have certainly put us way behind schedule and helping me figure out exactly what we needed to do to get back on track. And for that, I'm super proud of you. Each year, I also choose one junior who meets the requirements of a staff member who has worked hard to meet deadlines, has shown dedication in creating pages with enthusiasm and creativity, gets pictures for those pages, and sells yearbooks and ads. I look for someone who I think will have a good relationship with the upcoming junior staff, push them to meet their deadlines as a firm leader, stress how important it is to sell lots of ads and yearbooks, and will also encourage them with positive criticism. This year, I would like to recognize not only an outstanding student on my junior staff, but who will also be representing my senior staff next year as a 2020 yearbook editor, Abigail Brooks.
At this time, I would like to recognize the members of the journalism staff. Each student will be receiving a plaque for their dedication to the Warrior's Word and for also earning an award from the Georgia Press Association in Athens for being considered an excellent newspaper for all Georgia high schools. Savannah Bradford, Ellie Bridges, Savannah Davis, Emily Ernest, and Bridget Peterson. I would like to call the seniors up and have them stay on the stage. They are Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Darian Cross, Cameron Durden, Emerson Finn, Lainey Hall, and Kate Van. I want to especially thank this group of seniors. As my first year being the journalism advisor coming in, they are the reason why we were successful this entire year. Everything that I learned, I actually learned from this group of kids. A special thank you to Emerson. Emerson served as our editor-in-chief for the journalism staff, and she is a primary reason why the Warriors Word was, won the recognition with the Georgia Press Association. And I'm truly going to miss each and every one of you. Thank you.
All right, we're going to announce some leadership awards. Our class presidents, 9th grade, Caroline Harper. Tenth grade president, Bo Collins. Eleventh grade president, Abigail Brooks. And 12th grade president, Bo Watson. Our club presidents for the Hands Club president is Christian Reichard. Our student council president was Bo Watson. Student council vice president, Casey Stewart. Student council secretary, Bo Collins. And student council treasurer, Caroline Harper. Highest numerical average by grade, 6th grade, Grant Fletcher. Seventh grade, Bonnie Jean Houston. Eighth grade, we had a tie, is Devin Bennett and Anna Miles Mosley. Ninth grade, Caroline Harper. Tenth grade, Laura Ann Wilkerson. Eleventh grade, Savannah Davis. And our 12th grade, Abby Chapman.
Each year, the University of Georgia awards a Certificate of Merit. The Georgia Certificate of Merit is awarded to the top 2 students in the junior class. Receiving the certificate are Savannah Davis and Bridget Peterson. Each year, our math students participate in the Kennesaw State University Mathematics Competition. The highest scoring student at our school was Bo Collins. These next recognitions have been awarded earlier this year, but we would like for the students to stand and be applauded. Our Governor's Honors nominee and semifinalist this year was Savannah Davis. Each year, a Mitchell Electric Membership Corporation service area has an opportunity to nominate a student finalist to compete with other finalists from other schools to attend the all-expenses-paid week-long tour in Washington, D.C. Our school nominee was Emily Ernest. As part of our awards assembly today, we would like to recognize the students who participated in the 2018-2019 Duke TIP 7th grade talent search. The Duke University Talent Identification Team, also known as Duke TIP, was founded in 1980 and is dedicated to the cultivation and education of talented youth. Duke TIP's 7th grade talent search identifies academically promising 7th graders based on standardized math and verbal test scores. Candidates are then invited to take the SAT or the ACT as 7th graders. This process allows them greater insight into their academic abilities. In addition, they gain valuable benefits and resources to their 10th grade year. Duke TIP participants were Emma Holloman, Bonnie Jean Houston, and Grace Morgan. Each year, outstanding sophomores are chosen to attend the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar in the summer. This year's Hobie representatives are Laurel Ann Wilkerson, Hank Harbin, and Ansley Smith. Our Mr. and Miss SGA this year are Collier McClendon and Abby Ernest. Our homecoming queen was Abby Ernest. The star student and star teacher. Star student is chosen by the student who has the highest SAT score in one sitting. This year's star student and star teacher were Abby Chapman and Jan Calhoun. A maximum of 8 students from the junior class are selected as a junior marshal. All junior marshals must have a 90 or above cumulative average. This year's junior marshals are Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Savannah Davis, Emily Ernest, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, and Casey Stewart. At this time, we would like to recognize our 2019 senior class. Please stand as your name is called. Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Ty Cooper, Darian Cross, Cole Ducati, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Aaron Hare, Laney Hall, Lily Hadaway, Walker Hurd, Keyshawn Jackson, Collier McClendon, Madison Newberry, Sailor Odom, Ash Phillips, Holden Phillips, Austin Pickle, Christian Reichard, Kate Van, Jake Warren, Bo Watson, and Parker Weaver. Congratulations. Of these 27 seniors, 19 are currently eligible for the Hope Scholarship. And of these also, in order to be an honor graduate, one must have a 3.5 or above weighted cumulative grade point average. Our potential honor graduates are Luke Benton, Carly Bridges, Paige Burke, Carson Carver, Abby Chapman, Darian Cross, Cameron Durden, Abby Ernest, Emerson Finn, Laney Hall, Lily Hadaway, Collier McClendon, Sailor Odom, Ash Phillips, Christian Reichard, Kate Van, and Bo Watson. Congratulations. Our last awards today are your academic letters. Academic recognition is given to those students in grades 9 through 12 who have been at SGA for at least one full year and have an academic average of 90 or above in each academic subject for the entire year's work. Each year a student qualifies, he or she earns a white bar to be placed on an academic letter, which is awarded at the end of the senior year. Please stand as your name is called. Please hold your applause until the grade is completed. 9th grade, Taylor Bruner, Cameron Carver, Mary Mack Cooper, Ada Dozier, Carly Miles Finn, Caroline Harper, Preston Johnson, Abby Pickle, and Ethan Reagan. Tenth grade, Mara Green, Hank Harbin, Haley Hargrove, Amelia Harrell, Lily McClendon, Rylan O'Hearn, Katie Shepard, Ansley Smith, Sarah Toll, Michael Turner, Laurel Ann Wilkerson. Eleventh grade, Sam Askew, Savannah Bradford, Ellie Bridges, Abigail Brooks, Cole Bruner, Aiden Bruner, Matt Cox, Savannah Davis, Faith Dowdy, Emily Ernest, Collier Harper, Annalie Lockhart, Alexis Moore, Bridget Peterson, Ethan Pham, Casey Stewart. The following seniors will now receive an academic letter with the appropriate number of white bars, one for each year that they average 90 or above in each of their academic subjects. Receiving an academic letter with 1 bar, Ty Cooper. Receiving an academic letter with 2 bars, Luke Benton. Paige Burke. Sailor Odom. Austin Pickle. Christian Reichard. 3 bars, Carson Carver. Darian Cross. She's here. Cameron Durden. And Bo Watson. Receiving an academic letter with 4 bars, Carly Bridges. Abby Chapman. Abby Ernest. Emerson Finn. Laney Hall. Luli Hadaway. Collier McClendon. Ash Phillips. And Kate Van. This concludes our program. Coach D, do you have any remarks?
Real quick, want to thank, first of all, Miss Middleton's done this for years, Honors Day, and she's not able to do this due to health issues. So I want to thank Miss Godwin. She put a lot of work. This is a lot of stuff to kind of come together, have people to come here. So let's give Miss Godwin a big hand. And also, I want to thank our students, our parents, our teachers. As Miss Becky was saying, with the Hurricane Michael, everybody's been affected. The school was, as all of you know, was hit hard. The first week of school, we had a lightning hit, so we had an insurance claim of about $30,000. And then, October got here and we had the hurricane. The hurricane insurance ended up being right at $1 million worth of damage. Praise the Lord for insurance. But it's been really amazing watching your students, your kids, our students, the teachers, how with all the construction, this building torn up, different leaks when it rained, dropping on your head, ceiling tiles out, doors broken, internet not working, and it just went flawlessly. And that is because of the job you parents do of raising fine young men and women, because in most schools, if you had the damage that we had, it would really be chaos. So thank y'all for raising fine young men and women. We had a construction group, and they had a fence around this area, and always they were nervous to make sure the fence was there because of liability. And one day the head guy said, at this place, you don't have to worry about that fence. Those kids are just going to walk around, smile, and wave. He said, I can tell you at other school systems, they would be sneaking in, spray painting, doing different things. And that is a testimony to you as parents. So thank y'all. To you students, thank you for the work you put in. I say this all the time, but being out of private school, you're involved with a lot of different activities. You're not just in the school. You're not just playing one sport. You're in one act. You're in this sport. You're in that sport. You're dancing. You're balleting. And still to keep up with your academics, that tells a lot about the work ethic that you have as students. So thank y'all. Thank you to our teachers for their love and support of our kids. Being a teacher here, you're not just teaching them 2 + 2. You'll see many times where our teachers are talking about Jesus Christ. They're talking about their relationships and kind of being a counselor to these kids. And it is a passion, not just teaching them, but the love of our students. So thank you to our teachers. Thank you again for coming today. We have an academic breakfast tomorrow. Miss Becky and Abby, y'all be calling the students today, I believe, for pictures. So be ready. Kids, don't go change your clothes yet. So make sure you stay dressed nice. Thank y'all for coming. Have a great day.